Jerry asked, Lonnie, I saw a post you did about 2 months ago talking about dinosaurs, and you mentioned that they were fake. I thought you were crazy. I've done some research on this subject. I would like to know your opinion on dinosaurs and evolution. Okay. It is very strange, since the history of mankind, dinosaurs were nowhere to be found. There is no memory of dinosaurs in the collective memory of man. Bones were found and pictures were made based on bones. There is no talk of evolution for 150 years ago, since 150 years ago. In the history of man, no one was silly enough to believe that there was a primordial sludge or ooze, and then a slug crawled out of that ooze, and then that slug turned into a man. Nobody was silly enough to think this. And the reason why they want us to think this, that we came from animals, as an effort to get us to disconnect ourselves from our true source of all things, to get us to think that we are nothing. And once you think that evolution is real, they're going to make us think that we came from monkeys. You know how silly that is to say that we evolved from monkeys? Then why do monkeys still exist? The thinking of evolution is that things get better and better and better over time. And that's the theory of evolution, that things get better. Why are alligators still the same as 4,000 years ago? Why are birds still the same? But somehow monkeys got better and better and better and became man? Here's how. It never happened. Man has always been man. Monkeys have always been monkeys. Birds have always been birds. And alligators have always been alligators. And man has dominion over this earth. And all the creatures on this earth, man has dominion over. But for some reason, the powers that be want you to think that you are nothing but an animal. And I promise you, they think that you are livestock. They got you believing that you are nothing but an animal. But the reality is, man is not an animal. And that should be very obvious. Man is divine. Man is from a divine origin. The men of the past knew this. But there's been a takeover. There's been a subversion of your mind. It's a mind virus, a mental takeover to get you to think that you are an animal. And to give you no connection to the Creator, no connection to God, no connection to nothing. You're just an animal. You evolved like all the other animals. And before you, there were dinosaurs. They were the dominant species at that time. So you see, man cannot be the dominant species because there were dinosaurs before you. And there's no proof that dinosaurs exist. The fossils that you see are emitted fakes. They emit it. Do you think, are you so naive to think that an animal from 2 million years ago can be recreated today? And we know what it looks like by looking at the bones? The bones that they have found are from big birds. And everything else is a fabrication. So there's a lot more to the subject as to why dinosaurs were created. Also to make the earth seem like it's millions and millions of years old. And to give oil value. Fossil fuels. That's another reason. I should talk more about all this. And the guy who coined the name dinosaurs, created the name dinosaurs, his name was Sir Richard Owen. He created the name dinosaurs 10 years before a dinosaur bone was ever even found. So the name dinosaurs was 10 years before they actually found a real dinosaur bone, documented dinosaur bone. Then there was the Bone Wars. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later.